Do you want to go-to cologne for any occasion, any time of the year? You're in the right place. I'm going to recommend Versace Dylan Blue. This is a go-to of mine, and I'm new to the whole fragrance cologne community. However, I have 30 bottles of cologne, and I find myself reaching for this one a lot. It is a blue fragrance, not just because the bottle's blue, but it's a blue fragrance. If you want to know more about that, just let me know, and we can dive deeper into that. But it's a great fragrance for night, day, summer, winter. Now, I will say it will perform better in summer because it has a little bit of a hard time cutting through the cold air, but it's great for the office. It's great for any type of setting like that. It's just a really great overall cologne. And like I said, I have 30, but I find myself, I find myself reaching and grabbing for this one often, and my wife loves it as well. So it's not super strong. It's not going to, um, make anybody have a headache or anything like that. I mean, it could, but as long as you're not bathing in it, you'll be fine. So the top notes are Celebrine bergamot. It's got aquatic water notes, grapefruit, fig leaf. Middle notes are ambroxan, black pepper, patchouli, violet leaf, and papyrus. The base notes are incense, so it gets a little bit of a smokiness. I don't really get too much of that, but maybe that's just me. It's musky. It's got some tonka bean and some saffron flower in it as well. Now, I get some of the bergamot and the grapefruit for sure. Maybe a little of the fig leaf, kind of like a tea type smell. But it really goes great. That fig leaf goes great with that violet leaf, and that's what I get a lot of in this. Very well could just be me, but I get a lot of violet in this. It does have some ambroxan, but not enough to cause like that headache inducing. But ambroxan's used in a lot of blue fragrances and just a lot of colognes in general. So it's got a little earthiness from the patchouli, but nothing crazy. So again, I get a lot of violet leaf, a lot of grapefruit. This again is an amazing go-to fragrance for any occasion. So if you're just say you have a lot of colognes, you definitely want this in your rotation. If you only have two or three, I highly recommend this be one of them because it's very versatile and it's a great go-to. Now I've got Fragrantica pulled up here for the notes because I wanted to make sure I was giving you guys a accurate description of the cologne. If you're wondering about all those things and how they smell, I'll kind of give you a brief rundown of like what Fragrantica says. But it's citrus, fresh, spicy, musky, aquatic, warm, spicy, woody, fresh, aromatic, and smoky. Again, the smokiness is one of the last things listed. That's because there's not much of it in here from the incense. But the warm spicy and the fresh spicy, that's going to come from the black pepper. And then, of course, that fresh is the violet leaf. And then the citrus is going to be your bergamot and your grapefruit. Again, highly recommend this cologne as a go-to. Fellas, if you're watching this video, I recommend getting this. Ladies, if you're watching this video and